Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. Today I thought we would play with greeting cards and make them pretty. So the only greeting cards I have are Christmas ones. I usually make my cards, so I don't have any that are store-bought. So let's show you this. I actually made one ahead of time. I didn't put anything on the back yet. You can add book page, music page, cardstock, whatever you'd like to the back for writing. But this one I just left blank because it's my first one. And let's just take these little goodies out. I put a couple pockets on the front, and then I just use scraps. And I have my scrap bag, and I just took pieces of paper. This is my finger painting paper, and this is some scrapbooking paper and a piece of book page that I had used my food coloring, and it's a pretty pink. And then I just put some cutoffs, and these are just pieces that I had received from a swap last year, and I just put those into the pockets just to add a little bit of goodness. And you can put them onto the page of a journal. Just pick a page here to show you. You can attach it to a page on the journal if you wanted to. Leave the side open as a tuck spot, or you glue the whole entire thing down, or you can add it into a journal just with a clip, or you can send it off to someone. Happy Mail. If you're doing your own swaps, they would be great for that, because each pocket could be filled, you know. And then you can also journal on the back. You don't have to add pockets. You can dress them any way you want. I just thought pockets would be a great way to add other pieces of ephemera. All right, so let's get started. I hope you are all doing well. We had a very good weekend. Braden was with us for Saturday overnight, which is always fun. And I'm looking for a cutter. I just have this little X-Acto knife, and that's what I use. So if you're wanting to craft along with me, grab some greeting cards. If you don't have greeting cards, just use paper. You know, you can fold your paper in half. You can make them any size that you want. And you can just make the exact same thing, because every time you add paper to paper, it's going to strengthen it and make it stronger. So I'm just using the front of it for now. And then because these ones are shiny, I have my emery board. So I'm just going to come off camera to the side here, and I'm just going to scrape it so that it takes off some of the shine. I'm just coming over here because it's messy. So I'm just going to wipe it on my pants. There. So it's all scratched up, and then let me show you what I do. I have all my scrap book page and different pages and stuff, and I leave them in there. And then we'll just use them. You can use glue stick, your wet glues, whatever you'd like. I'm just going to give this a little bit of an ink, because in the center it'll be hard to do when it's on the card. And just start. I'm going to come off a bit on the edge there, and then I can just cut it down. But I'm going to use my glue stick to add the glue to the card. I'm just going to do it all over. It'll probably be dry, or just about dry, by the time I lay all the paper, but just give it a nice coating. There we go. here, and just whatever papers you want. And then of course I'll have to add glue to what's going on to the other paper, but that's all right. And then I have another piece of this book page here that I'm just gonna take off the edge and then just add it there. And then I'll just come back in and add glue to the paper that's over top, and then it'll stick down. There we go. But these projects are very quick, very easy. You're using up scraps, and that's a good thing. Get all the scraps out of our domain here, and just to make more. Isn't that the way? We use our scraps and then we end up making more, but eventually they'll all get used. And I'm trying not to cut my card, but if you do, don't stress about it. It's all good. You can use your cutter, you can use your X-Acto knife and a ruler, or just use your scissors. Whatever you'd like. Get that stuff out of here. My garbage pail is behind me. And of course I didn't ink anything else, but you know, it is what it is, and I just want to get in there and play. So I'm just going to use my Crop-A-Dile 1/4 inch. There's a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch on this one, just to round them off. Just gives it a different look from the straight lines. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a little ink now. And I'm using Vintage Photo. Marks it up nicely. Just emphasize the tears there. Oops, totally rolled that one right up. That's okay. I'll just, and right there. Oops, helps if I have the glue out. There we go. Okay, and so there you have your base. And then for the back, I will add a back. I just have this scrapbook kids paper from the dollar store, and it's a lovely color. I'll just take a piece of that off and use that. It's like a caramel, lovely caramel color. Just glue that onto the back. If you can't see, if you've got all of your surface, your light, if you hold it up to the light and just move it around, you'll see if the glue is everywhere or not. So I'm just going to put it to the edge. My little glue spreader here. There we go. And if you don't want to cut it, you can use your emery board like we've done with our cards and scrape it off, and it gives it a really nice edge all the way around. I'm just going to use my scissors and go around the corner of it. And if you haven't seen Friday's video, I am doing a giveaway. So if you'd like to be involved in that, then just I'll link the video below and then you can go and check that out. Those little scrappy mini journals that we had made are going to be a part of that video, or the giveaway, sorry, and other stuff as well, of course, because I don't ever just put what I show into a package, which is always fun. All right, so there we have our main card there, and I'm just going to go into my scrap bag and see what we can use as pockets. The other one I used some wallpaper. I just have these paint samples, so why not use that? If you have fancy edge scissors, use a pair of those, that would be fun. I have these mini pinking shears. I'm just going to use that. I'll just use these and then cut, and you can take advantage of the rounded sides, and you can just pop it right there, and there we have a pocket already made. Just do that. This is tacky glue. Whoop. Helps if I glue on the paper. There we go. It doesn't matter, you could put 3 pockets on here, 2 pockets on here, it doesn't matter. And then this one, I'm going to put it like that, and we'll just glue the bottom of this one so it gives it an opposite look. What do you think? Maybe this way? I don't know. Yeah, I'll just make it the same way. It's nice to have the rounded bottoms. There we go. And just put it there. And you can make, like I say, you can make lower pockets, and you can put 3 on there. You can do the side tucks. You can put your pockets this way, you know, like if you lay your paper this way and have your openings on the side. Maybe we'll do one more and we'll do that, and we'll see what that looks like. And there we go. There's another one. And then just dress your pockets if you want and fill them up with some goodness. I just have my Tim Holtz box here with little goodies inside. It's not dry yet, of course, but you know I get impatient, and I'm just gonna fill the pockets. Why wait? There we go, just like that. And then I just have one of these little things here. We can just, it's a little ticket. Pop that on the pocket. Well, maybe I'll just use my wet glue, but I won't put glue on the tip because it's hanging over the pocket. And what's nice is you don't have to have everything flush, right? You can have things tilted, you can have things hanging off. And I didn't add glue to there because I knew it would be hanging off. And you can put a word on there if you wanted. You know, you don't have to stop there. You can do whatever you like. But simple, you can stamp on these. You know, you can do anything like that. Whoops. Just kind of give it a little squish so that I know it's stuck. So there's another one. So let's do one more. I think we have some time. and then we can do the pockets the opposite way. Maybe I'll use the back now of the one card. I'm just going to straighten it up a little. This one I just kind of tore. I didn't even use scissors to do it. But I'm just going to straighten it up. Just like that. Give it a little scrub. Oh, actually, let's use this side. The inside of the card, there's no shine. It's just on the outside. So I'll use the inside, and then I still have to scrape. But I was thinking I could get away with not. But if we're going to put a piece of paper on the back, then we definitely have to scrape it. All right. Let's see what we have here. Okay, here we go. Have you been working on anything? Do you have projects on the go, journals? Are you doing ephemera pieces? Are you involved in any swaps? I mean, oh, so many questions. But it's nice to know. It's nice to have conversations and with you guys. Just gonna add this one here. I think I'm just gonna lift this up. Should have done that before, but you know, there we go, just like that. And then I just have these tops of flowers here, so I'm gonna just add them on there, and I'm just gonna add the glue first this time rather than lifting it up, and then we'll see how it goes. And just pop them right there. There we go. They're pretty. All right, and I'll just cut off the edges. Curls up your cards, especially the thinner ones, but if you lay them under something heavy for a few hours or even overnight is good, then they will be flat once they're dry and they won't curl anymore. So just a little tip for those who didn't know about that. So there we go, there's that. I'm just going to ink it up a little. The flowers are just from a book, a flower book that I had been using. I think it's just about all gone now, which is awesome. So I'm just going to add a little bit of wet glue under there. There we go. I need to just pop this on because it's starting to ooze out, which is not good. Okay, so we're going to do pockets the long way now. So this is where you can use just magazine pages. I'm just going to... This scrap is torn, and what a perfect opportunity to use it here. So I'm just going to, let me just grab my ruler. I'm going to take off this straight edge that's here. But this is where all the scraps can get used. So if I put it there, rip that off. Wasn't a very nice rip, but it works. So I'm not rounding the corners on this one. I'm just going to leave them as is. ink down this. Gives it a little bit of distinction. And then I'll just glue down the sides. Glue down 3 sides so that pockets will be formed. Sorry if I'm off camera at all. There we go. And I'm just going to bring it over to the edge. A little bit in, a little bit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be right to the edge if you don't want it to be. I'll trim that off in a minute. So then that, and then I'm going to add glue down these 2 sides to make the second pocket. Just like that. Little bits of glue everywhere. And then I'm just going to give this a little trim. There we go. And then we have 2 side tucks. And again, you just add things to it, to your pockets, you know, and then you can dress them up. Like the flowers are just beautiful. So then you can just add your goodies inside. Whatever you'd like. But something so wonderful, and you can send it in Happy Mail, like I say, Happy Mail, swaps, if you have a pen pal, you know, and there's the second pocket. One of these cards into the pocket, and it still can be filled with a bunch of stuff. It's not even full yet. And I'm just going to add that to the top, just like that. Oh yeah, pretty. What do you think? That's just pretty, I think. Tear this little bit off. Add this as well. You can add a little tuck spot to the corner if you want. I'm just going to add this right there. That's perfect. Perfect little spot for it. There we go. And then if I put that, no, actually, I won't. So there we go. And then there's that one. But how quick, how easy are these? And they are filled with goodness, and you can make them as pretty as you want, as simple as you want. Like this is the simple, you know, but you can add lace down the side, and then we'll come back in here, and then I'm just gonna add this. Let's use wet glue this time. I used the glue stick for the other one, so I'm going to use the wet glue here. The trick is the corners, right? Getting your glue right to the corners. So I'm just going to help it a little bit. Just like that. Just fan it out. If it doesn't work, like if it doesn't always go to the sides, well, it can be fixed. You can just stick your glue end in there and fix it. Like that's all right too. There we go. Just use my glue spreader. And this is that spreader from the Dollar Tree. They're $1.25. And I know the prices have gone up, so I'm not sure. I don't think they've gone up for those things. There we go. think I went into the card just a touch right there, but I was trying to hurry. That's why I wasn't being as careful as I should have been. I just don't want to keep you too long. I know we've all got things to do, and so there we go. Oops, put that ticket back. There. Didn't want to stay. Add one more thing just to give it a fuller look. I'll just stick it behind because it's bigger. There we go. What do you think of that? Oh, my camera's a bit wonky today, but hopefully I was on screen the whole time doing it. All right, so there's the ones that we made today. And then this is the one I made first. So quick, easy. I think a lot of us have the greeting cards, and they can all be made into pretty ephemera holders, journaling cards. It's both, really. So you get a 2-for-1, which is perfect. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I hope you were crafting along, and if you were, great. If not, hopefully you were doing your own thing. All right, you guys all have a very, very blessed rest of your day. Thanks so much for being here. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.